Alright, first and foremost, I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone, and salutations to all the brothers pushing this work in all sincerity and in truth. I'm the brother Yahya, here once again from the James Kingston, Jamaica camp, just with a quick lesson. I don't know what I'm going to call this one as yet, but I'm just showing you the technology that Esau have using. Esau referring to the so-called white man, is the biblical enemy of the Israelites, which are the Native American Indians, Negroes, and Latinos, right? Those people are the true biblical Israelites, and Esau is the so-called white man, which is the Caucasian race, right? And he's the one that has the world, that is in control of everything on the earth right now. Understand? And that power was given unto him by the Heavenly Father, and that power will be taken away from him by the Heavenly Father and given back to the nation of Israel, right? So, but Esau is using his powers maliciously right now, right? They have basically implemented social distancing rule or regulation or whatever you want to call it, right? And you can see right here where he's using technology to actually map if individuals are adhering to that rule, right? To be socially distanced. So now when you watch the video, you realize that the AI technology, which is a social distancing detector, is actually mapping individuals' distance from each other. And this is all being done through AI. Understand? It's all being done through the technology of artificial intelligence, right? So now through this technology we can see the powers that Esau have to basically control the population, right? And when you read some of the comments, you can see that people are starting to wake up to the conditions that they are being slowly and gradually placed in, right? So let's let me read some of the comments on the comment board for you to see that people are actually being awoken to reality of what is happening. And I'm going to get into some of the scriptures that shows you that Esau wants to be like God, right? He's putting himself into a position where he wants to have such a complete control over the masses that he really starting to liken himself as the Most High. You understand? So let's read some of these. It says clover grass says we need to eliminate the criminals, sociopaths, right, or psychopaths currently ruling this world now. So he's making two assessments here, that basically there is somebody ruling this world, man. There is a particular nation in place that is ruling in this world. Understand? And at the head of that nation you have the elites. Understand? Which is basically the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gettys. All of those people are basically a part of the head infrastructure of this global atmosphere, right? And he's basically showing you that they are criminal psychopaths, because some of the things that they are implementing is causing mass death of a lot of people, right? And they are basically becoming a totalitarian organization, right? Where they want to have a total and complete control over everything. They want to control how people move, how people relate with each other, right? They want to control the flow of cash. They want to know everything that you buy, right? And that's why right now when you realize, not to go off from the topic, right now when you realize when you go on YouTube or you go on any social media platform, there are recommendations which are completely geared to your interest, right? So you can see where they are using the technology to have a more firm or tighter grasp over the economy, over the global infrastructure of things, right? Continuing. This one says prison planet. Complete monitoring of individuals. This one says first it's voluntary under the guise of safety, then it becomes temporary, only to turn into temporarily forever. And then it becomes a tool for slavery. Let's ask China how their social credit scoring run by Chinese Communist Party is working out. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Thomas Jefferson said that. Right? So we realize that they are slowly taking away the freedoms, the rights of the people, right? Through the guise of basically having them think that it's for their benefits and for their safety. And they are doing this through the mechanism of gradualism, right? Gradualization. They are gradually implementing these things. They are scaring the people, and the people being scared, causing them to lose their rights, right? To give up their rights to be in a state of control by the governments or by the elites, right? It says go ahead and scrap your project because the American people will not tolerate this. Take your tech communists far away, never come back. And this is showing you that there is going to be a retaliation to what is happening, right? And that retaliation is going to cause a lot of death of people, right? So now let's get into the precepts, because the precept is what it's all about. The precepts is what showing you what Esau is doing. So this is Ezekiel 28 starting at verse 3. Say, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee, right? And Esau is wiser than Daniel right now, right? There is no secret that you can hide from him. He's basically the one who is in control of everything, the flow of your money. You have a digital footprint. He knows your characteristic traits. They even have on Facebook, they have a what they call a demon, which the word demon is spelled DAEMON, which is a technology that runs in the background and track users' profile and see whether that user is able to cause riot or basically be in a means to affect the economy or affect each other, or they have the, what do I call it now, they have the frame of mind to be dangerous, right? So that's what they're doing. They're basically using technology to map individuals' profile or assess individuals' characteristics traits, right? Continuing, say, with thy wisdom and with thy understanding thou hast gotten the riches and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. And we're also seeing that. We're seeing where they're doing recommendation, right? If you go on one website and you search for something, you realize that the thing that you search for starts to pop up all over your Twitter, starts to pop up all over your Amazon, starts to pop up all over your Facebook, your Instagram. All of these things, you realize that it's starting to pop up. YouTube, it's in ads, so they are recommending these things for you. Say, by thy great wisdom and by thy trafficking as thou increase thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches, right? Isaiah chapter 14 verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. And this is the mindset that Esau has right now. He wants to ascend above the heights of the clouds through his Star Wars program, because he wants to be like the Most High. We can see that through his monitoring of the population, with technology, and they are increasing the precision of their ways and means of completely monitoring the masses, right? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse start at 3. So let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And the son of perdition, the man of sin that the scripture is talking about, is the so-called white man. The biblical Edomites, that's who he's talking about. The son of perdition, the word perdition means destruction. He's the one that is going to bring the world in a state of chaos and destruction. He's the one that has created atomic weapons, weapons of mass destruction, nuclear weapons in his arsenal. He's the man of the son of perdition, Right? Scripture continues and says, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God. Right? So he wants to be the supreme judge and the supreme ruler on the earth, yo. Zine, or all that is that is worshipped, so that he, as God sitteth in the temple of God, sheweth himself that he is God. So he wants to take the place of the Heavenly Father. He wants to be the one to basically control the ebbs and flow of society. Right? So when you read the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 11, starting at verse 29, it says, bring not every man into thine house. So it means that you're not supposed to trust everybody, especially Esau. Right? Don't trust him, man. See, for the deceitful man had many trains, because he's a very deceitful man, and he have many means to basically subvert you and put you under his control and destroy you. Right? Like as an ostrich taketh and kept in a cage, so is the heart of the proud. And like as a spy watcheth for thy fall. So Esau is watching you. He is studying you using psychological means, right? Order up chaos, Hegelian dialectic. Is using these things to get the population into a trap, right? And he's doing that to get them into the trap by their own means, by them willingly giving over their freedom. See, verse 31. For he lied in wait and turn it good into evil. He lied in wait and turn it good into evil. So you can see that Esau gently just patting the nations on the back, right? Telling them that this digital society that they are transferring into is for their own good. Showing that if them don't do it, a lot of things might happen negatively. Then when they translate them into this digital economy, you realize that a lot of people are starting to have the results of it is them being in a state of complete lockdown, lack of freedom, lack of movement. Everything that the government wants them to do, they have to adhere to it. You understand? It says, for he lied in wait and turn it good into evil, and in things worthy praise will lay blame upon thee. Of a spark of a fire a heap of coals is kindled, and a sinful man layeth wait for blood. Take heed of a mischievous man, for he worketh wickedness, lest he bring upon thee a perpetual blot. Receive a stranger into thine house, and he will disturb thee and turn thee out of thy own. So you can see that this is what Esau is doing through his technology, man. He wants to have a totalitarian control over the population through his technology, right? And this social distancing detector is just one of the many examples that he's using to have a complete control over the population. So with that, I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, Bashem Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone, and salutations to all the brothers pushing this work in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom.